service on projects big or small. LRD Construction can handle large commercial sites, new homes, apartments, condominiums, townhouses, home improvements, renovations, additions, and alterations. Call LRD Construction at 327-3769 or 433-6166. West Winds, Love Beach. That's LRD Construction.
Can you imagine being caught in a medical emergency with no help? Massa Assist Medical Air Services Association can come to your rescue by helping your family for a very affordable membership cost. Massa Assist will take care of all your family's emergencies in the Bahamas and abroad. For more information, contact Senior Marketing Executive Lincoln Deal at 422-6166 or 433-6166. Massa Assist for all your emergencies.
The best tasting roasted peanuts in the whole wide world are Nature's Gifts roasted peanuts. Proprietor Derek Sims applies his personal touch by roasting peanuts to perfection. Get your peanuts in light, medium, and dark. Call 431-7710 to place your order. Nature's Gifts roasted peanuts on Market Street and Bacardi Road. Peanuts!
Extra, read all about it. Sammy's Chicken $5.99 special.
Sammy's Chicken does it again. For a limited time only, it's the $5.99 thigh snack special.
I tell you.
Sammy's $5.99 thigh snack special comes with a 12-ounce Coke, VAT included.
See, I don't lie.
For a limited time only, Sammy's Chicken, Robinson Road, come my side, Farrington Road, and the newly reopened Prince Charles location. Sammy's Chicken.
Want to reach your target audience? Advertise here at Global Radio 99.5. We hit the mark every time. This is Straigh Talk with Greg McCauley. Call in and participate at 326-0271 on Global Radio 99.5 FM.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Straigh Talk. I'm your host, Greg Colley, along with my co-host, Martin Albury. And we are broadcasting live from Global 99.5 FM. And this is Straigh Talk. This is Free Talk Friday. Our telephone lines are open, 326-0271, 326-0271, 326-0272, 326-0272. Or you can WhatsApp or text us at 552-7902, 552-7902. And I have a text message here this afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. PM and Deputy PM. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today? I thought something else was behind that.
Well, yeah, you said, well, this is, Jack says I need to go back to NIB. Well, I hear a lot of people are urging me to go back to NIB, but I want you to tell me, what would you like to see me go back to NIB to do? Tell me what you want me to go back to NIB to do. A lot of people have been offering that I go back to National Insurance Board. Mr. Deputy PM, how are you?
I'm good.
Yes. And they said that Mr. Minnis was at NIB today. God save the Queen.
And may she live as long as God allows her.
Go ahead, Martin. You had some.
Well, I wanted to take you back to this energy deal that Mr. Christie told us that he had signed on his way out. And Dr. Minnis says he's not seen. But the former Bahamas Electricity Corporation Executive Chairman, Mr. Leslie Miller, said yesterday he finds the energy deal the former Prime Minister Perry Christie announced during his farewell speech on Monday night a strange one. Miller, as you know, is a major proponent of liquefied natural gas. He was asked what he made of the agreement reportedly with New Fortress Energy, which according to sources would see, if carried out, an LNG facility built near Clifton Pier. Well, Minnis said the government will be looking at solarization more specifically. But Mr. Miller says he finds the deal that the Prime Minister, former Mr. Perry Christie, was talking about to be a strange one. And he said he didn't know how they were going to put a gasification terminal at Arawak Key when they did not want to put one on Ocean Key, which is 9 miles from Bimini. He said, that's a strange one. But you know, back in 2009, a U.S. firm, AES Corporation, proposed constructing an LNG facility on Ocean Key. The project called for a pipeline to be constructed from Ocean Key to New Providence at no cost. Then Prime Minister Hubert Ingram said he would not be pushed into doing it. The company then pulled back after technological challenges and associated costs, according to the United States Embassy. It then made a similar push for approval from the Christie administration in 2005. At that time, Mr. Leslie Miller, the Minister of Trade and Industry in the Christie administration, was the government's chief proponent of LNG. Well, yesterday, Mr. Miller said he was not involved in or privy to the recent negotiations. He said he only heard speculation and what the Prime Minister had said.
Well, Mr. Miller, well, anyway, well, let me just leave Mr. Miller alone for the day. Let me just focus some attention here to what an excerpt from what Philip Brave Davis, the new leader of the Her Majesty's Loyal Opposition, had to say. He said, while we are doing this critical work of revitalizing our party, we will also at the same time hold the new government to account. That is a primary function and duty of Her Majesty's Loyal Opposition. I have every intention, as do my colleagues in the House, to proving ourselves equal to that duty from day one and throughout our time in opposition. Now, Martin, you made a point about the numbers, and a lot of people have pointed to numbers of, the Bahamian people, except for 2007, has always been a flip-flop. They would give you all of the seats and leave the opposition with little seats.
Sure.
Yeah. They will go heavily for the government and less. And perhaps it displays their intention or their frustration with the government that they overwhelmingly vote to put the government out and forgetting that they need to keep a strong opposition. So we see that in this election. And as far as the opposition is concerned, the numbers has not been a hindrance to democracy, as some people try to put it, because the Bahamian people has been the custodian of who the government will be and what their opposition will be like. Because the Bahamian people express their opposition to anything the government may do. They may do a silent protest, as they normally do. You won't hear much from them, except if you listen to talk shows. You'll hear their opinions being expressed daily on the talk shows. But for the most part, the Bahamian people keep their frustrations close to their chest. They may talk about on social media and so forth. But insofar as demonstrating and taking other civil action, they've been very, very reserved. Would you agree with that?
Yes, to some extent I do. And the people, whether there are big numbers in opposition or not, we now have non-government organizations. We have
NGOs.
We have pressure groups.
Yes.
We have lobbyists.
Lobbyists, yes.
And we have now We March.
Yes, as an alternative.
Where people, if they do not agree with things that you propose to do, not that you want or do, once they know that you are proposing to do something,
and they don't think it's in their best interest,
or when they finish looking at the fine print, they will march to Parliament Square.
So really, it does not matter the composition inside the House of Assembly.
The people
are
the custodians.
They're
And
custodians
we will be watching you with an eagle eye.
Let's take this first call.
Everything you do, you must give account.
Give account. Let's take this first call. Good afternoon, caller. Welcome to Straight Talk.
Good afternoon, Straight Talk.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I trust you're both well.
We are well. How are you
I'm
doing?
doing fine.
Very good. I just have a question I'm curious about, please, and maybe you can assist me. Mr. Dion Smith, the gentleman now in the news, held 3 specific posts in government. He was deputy speaker. He was chairman, executive chairman of BAIC, I believe it is. And he was representative for a constituency. Did he get paid for holding the 3 positions? And do you have any idea of how much he collected totally? Thank you very much. I'll hang up and listen.
Thank you, too. Martin, you want to take a stab at that? Because I
couldn't-
don't have the figures. I don't know. But of course, if he, there's no question. He, as a member of parliament, that's straightforward. He will be paid as a member of parliament.
How much money? The first question is, how much did he got paid to be a member of parliament?
Well,
The answer is
$28,000.
$28,000 per annum.
Right.
How much did he get paid to be deputy speaker? I'm not certain that the deputy speaker is a paid position.
Yes, it is.
He might receive or have been receiving a stipend.
I had that figure.
Well,
I had the breakdown for the. You go ahead and speak.
Yes.
I'll look for it.
And as executive chairman of BAIC, he did get a handsome pay package. Now, what is it? I really couldn't say, but it's in the neighborhood of at least $40,000 to $50,000 per annum. So, you asked for the total. How much was he making? Well, I already gave you about $78,000 per annum, and we'll find out what he was making as deputy speaker, whatever the allowance was. And that should take you, my friend, in the neighborhood of at least $100,000 per annum. I hope that has been helpful to you. But we'll get it specifically in short order.
Yes. While I look for it, let me give you these numbers again: 3260271, 3260271, 3260272, 3260272, or 5527902. 5527902.
But since the caller has taken us to the former member of parliament for Nassau Village, former deputy speaker of the House of Assembly, and former chairman of the Bahamas Agriculture and Industrial Corporation, Mr. Dion Duke Smith, we can tell you that the former Nassau Village MP was taken into police custody yesterday for questioning in connection to an ongoing alleged theft investigation at the Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation. The police told us that Mr. Smith, who served as the executive chairman of BAIC prior to the change in government last week, was being questioned at the Central Detective Unit and was held overnight. This came about after the police had been questioning 7 BAIC employees who were also detained over the alleged theft that reportedly took place on the day of the general election. That are those 3 women and 4 men were released without charge. And then they turned their attention to Mr. Dion Smith.
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Welcome to Straight Talk. Good afternoon.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
and good day, Martin Olby. How you doing?
I'm fine, and good day to you.
Yes, sir.
Ref,
Yes, sir.
35 members of parliament in the F for them could be cabinet ministers.
35?
Yeah.
No.
Well, tell that fellow from Long Island to be quiet, please. All right? Because Mutri and many other members of parliament work hard and they get no cabinet post. Now, Dr. Menace, seeing everything, he checked out everything. The people in Long Island is safe. They straight. Trust me when I tell you all Long Island people this. You all straight. You all don't get power hungry. Don't get crazy. The man just been there going now for a week or a week and couple days. Give the man a chance. Now, I know some persons who call me on my phone have a problem with Dion folks and Crazy Thompson and Carl Bell. Listen, Carl Bell was the best person at this time to be Attorney General. Now, let me shoot it straight and shoot it right. Now, Crazy Thompson and Dion folks, they get a good position. I don't know what the deal is with them and Menace, and I ain't getting in that. Right now, Menace, just come there. You can't go outspoken like Rollins them and the rest of them. Don't talk no foolishness, but your constituents say they want you to be a cabinet minister. Plenty of members of parliament is cabinet minister, but then everybody could be a cabinet minister. People in Long Island. And I like our Dr. Menace didn't take a post. Long Island. Go Andres. Go Exuma. Go to various islands like Auckland and Crooked Island and Maguana. That was good what Dr. Menace are doing. Not making it, but lawyers. I see what Rev said a couple months ago. Rev said right on the show. Bannister, I am not fooling with no more lawyers. And the people right now listening to y'all from Long Island. And I tell them listen to Global 99.5. Now Long Island, listen. Be humble. Be cool. Dr. Menace just reach. Whatever y'all need. Menace is the man for y'all. Menace here for all of us. So don't worry about these people them who in Long Island getting power crazy and hungry. The man just reach. So take your time. And you, Mr. Gibson, you're reminding me a little bit of Rollins. And when I feel that feeling, and if you feel full with Menace, I have to boss you up. And I dare you to that. Humble yourself and let Menace do what he have to do. Now you LH before I go. LH, now I know you're some Bahamian and you gotta eat. But listen to me. You get plenty F&Ms who eat for 5 years. So, and some of them work hard. So they deserve to be in the front of the class. You don't want discriminating from you or victimizing you. You can eat too. But you get a lot of people in this small country called the Bahamas who eat for years. Don't tell me the people that tell me.
Well, let's talk a little for a moment.
Talk to me, sir.
About the arrest or the questioning of Mr. Dion Smith, former representative for Nassau Village. Has he been released by the police?
No, the news said that he hasn't been released and they'll release him later on today.
What is he being questioned about so long?
Well, maybe stolen stuff. Maybe fooling with computers and stuff, Rev. You know, it really looked bad on him, boy. He from the stolen car to this now. People say, man, it's a old bad boy. this boy is a old bad boy. Bannister was right. What Bannister said with him. But I wouldn't have revealed it on this, but Dion them is old bad boys. Don't mind them as no lawyers. They're old bad boys, and I wouldn't be surprised that the place in the front of BTVI, BTVI. I hear that soon be questioning next. That's what I hear. That come across my desk. I don't know what kind of skullduggery they was doing in that school, but it come across my desk that they was doing some skullduggery. And I'm gonna tell you why I like Menace. Menace ain't in no position. So Menace can check out everything and let the Bahamian people know what time it is. Because Mr. Christie never used to let the people know what time it is. When you sit down, Reverend Martin, this man never fire nobody, never reshuffle the cabinet, sit the stuff with Bang go up and he roll out. Somebody else had to roll out, I think Malcolm Hardley. Things like that. But he never ever fire nobody.
But Attorney Wayne Monroe, the former candidate in the Freetown constituency for the PLP is saying this is simply a witch hunt. What do you say about that?
What is the witch hunt?
These
They're
probes,
graveyard joint, that's what you said?
these probes, especially the questioning of Mr. Dion Smith
Well,
about BAIC
they
and
probably have something. They probably have something because they could just rush in there with no guns, lock up the people, and they had to move on either fax or somebody call them from my authority and say check with the place, and they had to do it. But it's very embarrassing, you know, that Mr. Christie was a PM for so many years and they used to chastise his cabinet or his members of parliament. And I think it's sad. When you hear skullduggery, when you hear corruption, you're supposed to deal with this. Now, Fitzgerald is my boy, and I know you're listening to me right now because that's my boy. But let me be real with you.
but he's your boy if he's right or wrong.
No, that don't go like that. When my children right and wrong, when they right, I deal with them good. And when
Well,
they
I
bad,
thank you.
it's
I
because
thank
they
you.
kids.
I thank you for setting the record straight.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You get children. When your children was growing up and they do wrong, you have to spine them. So sometimes you got to spine. They wait for us to know. Our taxpayers' money was paying them. So the public have a right to know where's the VAT money. Now, this is what I'm supposed to ask you. Well, Bradley Roberts say the VAT money in the Treasury. They said he said that. That's true?
No.
What he said, someone's word.
But no, you mean I mean
Tell me, Graham. Tell me.
When I say no, Sidney Corley could not have said the VAT money in the Treasury.
So that means Bradley Roberts lie.
Sidney Corley is not Minister of
I
Finance.
say Bradley Roberts lie.
If he said that, I would say I wouldn't say that he'd lie. He may have been stretching the truth.
Hey, last thing before I go.
Yes.
Listen, man. I know a lot of people hurting and selling pain who are PLPs. But let it go because so many places face even like different sense of defeat. They face like different, they shoulders falling in like it's Judgment Day.
But Bannister.
Yeah.
One of the things we have to do is to return this country back to some sort of honesty, transparency, and accountability.
Yeah.
We have gone like a freight train out of control.
Yes, sir.
Everybody doing what they feel like.
I agree.
And especially there's a Chinese proverb that says the fish stinks from the head. We have to make our leaders accountable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In order for that's the first thing. We have to make our leaders accountable.
Yes, sir.
They must be seen to be doing the right thing.
Yes.
And to be behaving in a honest and decent, respectable manner. They cannot be allowed to be flirting with the law.
Yeah.
Believing that they are law unto themselves.
Yes.
The Bahamian people, I think they test that, and it's shown how angry they are by the numbers. The numbers that came in as a result of the election. They were very angry. If their anger had been kindled even more, you may have seen Teddy
sweep
the whole sweep.
Well, by the way, you said something too last year with the last referendum.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you see they done lose 2 of these.
Yeah.
So judge the general election.
Yeah.
You said that.
Of
People
course.
take that for joke and take that for granted.
No, but you see, the thing is, the Bahamian people kicked Hubert Alexander Ingram out of office for losing one referendum.
Yeah.
So there should be no shock to anybody that the BLP lost so badly because they lost too.
Yeah. Last thing, man, this for you now.
Yes.
Now, I've been on Wendell Jones' show today. Now, listen, I'm going to be real with you. Jones a biased man. I know he's been listening to all your talks. So let me tell you why I say that.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Not because you might have sell your building and stuff with Chinese. You're telling us, but the Chinese been here a long time. We know that. But these said the Chinese would run now. Most of them know. They said what in Nassau Village and by Mandingo where Castaway used to be. These new Chinese. I don't want to hear the cat jump over the moon or the cow jump over the moon, but they been here so long, that's not the next thing. I saying that in the Ministry of Health, they need to stop inspecting the Chinese. I think not to discriminate. I think what we should do is let them sell best sodas white man and let them eat up with the food. Because too many people angry with the Chinese right now with the food. People have switched conversation
why are they angry with the Chinese with the food?
Because the people I'm seeing the Chinese making plastic of rice and taking sewer water and putting it in bucket and taking their foot with dry water and washing pot allegedly. That ain't 100% sure. I'll go as far as saying that 40%. But if it's 40% and things like that sounding, we need to take the bull by the horn, Mr. Rumi Ferreira and my good friend Dr. Sands. We need to start when food comes from these places to inspect the food. Too many young people, too many middle-aged ladies dying because of bad food and bad eating.
But guess
Well,
what? Guess what? Just like sometimes I tell some folk if they call the show, they say, "But they didn't like how the show is," and I don't say it like how Mr. Jones made them. You usually tell them if you ain't like the radio, you could turn to another station.
Yeah.
If you stop buying the Chinese food, what you think will happen?
Then they'll go to business.
All right.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at today's edition of the Tribune, and I see on page 5 that health inspectors to probe Chinese restaurant.
That's good.
After alarming video of worker.
Yes, and I go what to do.
So,
hey, Reverend Martin.
The health inspector's been assigned to investigate.
Listen, I go boast of myself. I ain't worried with nobody because when it's time to boast you up and Martin, I do it. I is the one.
Well,
who put all the hell on there.
if you do not toot your horn, your own horn will not be tooted.
What you say, Martin, with the dog when you throw the rock?
Somebody will bark.
Y'all have a good one.
Take it.
All right. 3260271. 326 Martin, we should be bragging. We on this show was responsible for to a large extent for the results.
Absolutely.
We have kept our audiences, our listeners, up to date on what's going on. We said from day one, we ain't going with no lawyer for no leader.
And my job is to provoke discussion so that people could be enlightened.
I don't
Speak
care
your mind. If you see wrong, call it.
I don't care what nobody
call
says.
It wrong.
Nobody says when every radio station in this country was bashing and beating up Dr. Menace, we were the lone voice in the wilderness.
Yes.
Crying out and standing up and telling them and standing up for the free national movement and and so much so that they even accused me. Of course, they were right. I am an officer of the Free National Movement.
Well,
I didn't hide that. But of course, I try to be as objective as possible. We invited the Progressive Liberal Party. We invited other parties to come. But
I invited the chairman of the PLP to appear on the show. He sent Elcott Colby and somebody else to come and speak on his behalf. The door is still wide open. I hold no brief and I carry no briefcase for any political party.
And we tell them, we remind them we don't get paid.
Absolutely none.
Not a red cent. Let's go to the phone lines. Welcome to Straight Talk.
Hey.
Good afternoon.
Good day, brother Colin.
Good day. How are you?
Good day, brother Martin Aubrey.
Good afternoon to you.
Now, I want to make a contribution today on Davidson out at the Gestapo-style raid as he warns of Rich Hunt. Now, interim PLP leader and now new opposition leader, Philip Davis, of a short memory of his administration, Gestapo-style raid on public figures and lawyer Wayne Monroe. 1. Do you recall, Brother Coley and Brother Albee, former F&M Senator Darren Cash, chairman of the Free National Movement, and his wife, Ms. Cash, who waited at the time at BOB, Bank of the Bahamas, arrested at his home in the middle of the night by armed police officers, interrogating and searching and tearing up his home in the process, confiscating his personal laptop, computers, because of financial leaked emails from the Bank of the Bahamas. Do you recall that one?
Yes.
Another one. Do you recall the Police Staff Association lawyer and police officer Marion Jackson collected Gesso staff style from police with the police armed officers of Sports Radio 103.5 program, the host Levin Miller, because of allegations she raised about the Commissioner of Police, Ellison Greenslade, and Assistant Commissioner at the time, ASP Leon Battle, taken away from the station and carried to court for allegation comments on the Commissioner. Do you remember that?
Yes. Defamation of character.
Please.
Yes.
Do you remember the heavy police inspectors and armed officers used the Gestapo style force at the foot of the Sydney Bridge Paradise Island. Rich at
People.
beating and stumping.
That's right.
Paradise Island vendors, protesters who's landing the road demonstrating free the freedom freedom the protest.
Yes,
lying
yes.
down in the road
Yes.
by the bridge.
How many?
Calling to the protest.
Yes.
How many more?
The day on Paradise Island.
How
Yes.
The
many?
bridge. Right? But they
How
tear down
many-
the fence. But the Prime Minister told them, Terry Christie at the time, that they could remove the fence. And they locked it up, 10 citizens.
Right.
And Lincoln being the talk shows are just station at the time.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Yes, of course. How much more you got there? I got the
I got
caller.
two more.
Two more quickly for us.
The heavy armed police officer was the Stepper Side Force at the home in Nassau Village of a businessman, former PLP, Deputy Chairman Omar Archer, around the court. And,
They lock him up around 3 o'clock in the morning. Eh?
And with
Okay.
heavy police thing on, and they carry him to court. Do you remember that one?
Remember quite
Because
vividly.
of the allegations he raised from the Prime Minister on social media.
Yes.
You recall that one?
Very vividly.
The last one.
Last one, yes.
There's
Quickly.
plenty more, but I have to do this last one.
Yeah, give me this last one.
The heavy armed police officers with masks on their face used the step-up style force around the court of Raymond or 70-year-old Frank Ramsey for the BC Drive.
Yes.
French company Astron. Do you recall that one?
And put handcuffs on him too.
Do you think the honorable?
Now you're gonna ask
Philip-
another question.
No.
Extend this thing.
This could end it.
No.
This could end it. He said he was speaking to us.
Go ahead.
And I wanted to find out from the prophet
Yeah.
if he thinks the honorable Philip Brave Davis was watching and listening to him today.
That's what I say, and I like to be fair. I want them to know that, come on, man, don't play the community for no idiots and no fools, man.
Thank you
You
very
saw
much.
everything go down.
Thank
they
you.
get nothing, absolutely nothing.
Thank
There's
you
nothing
very
at
much.
the Deputy Prime Minister.
You
Well
are researched.
Open them out.
You are well researched.
Yeah.
Well researched, prophet.
Welcome to Straight Talk. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Straight Talk.
Yeah. Thanks. Radio calling from Long Island.
Oh, welcome, Long Island.
Yeah. It's good to be on the F&M government, eh?
Well, you tell me.
Yeah.
How does it feel in Long Island?
Well, we waiting to get our water in some settlements that don't have water and the upgrade of the airport.
You can get that water.
Yeah. I know we can get it because we have Peter Tankress there. He's the son of the soil and Dr. Mayor's been here a few times and he slept here, he overnight here and we have conversations
And listen,
with him.
listen, I am from Long Island too. I got Long Island roots from Marcans. My grandfather was a Bryce.
We all kind of family here, all kind of good.
So you can get that water.
Yeah. And another thing too, I had a conversation the other day with some people, and they were saying that the second home owners here on the island,
Mm-hmm.
they write letters to the Prime Minister, the ones that were before, saying that they don't want no development. They want the island to stay as it is, so they could enjoy their life. And I mean, I was wondering.
That's what the investors are saying in Long Island.
Owners does. I mean,
Yeah, but they got their own development in the United States. They can't pull back our development in Long Island.
well, that's what I'm trying to say now. If that's the truth, and if that's what they've been doing, and the government is listening to them, then that needs to stop because they don't vote. We vote. So I just wanted to put it out there. And if Dr. Hubert Mills as Prime Minister see the letters come there from Long Island from these second home owners trying to stop development, do not listen to them because they don't vote.
That's right.
There's a lot of potential here in Long Island.
Mhm.
There's a lot of potential and a lot of people from Long Island that is in Freeport and in Nassau who have money.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the airport, if they hear that the airport is going to start and water start developing and stuff like that, they can come home and they can invest their money and start doing things.
Besides water, what is the next biggest concern for Long Islanders? It's gone?
Well, the water is priority number one in Salt Point and in Dunmore and in Clownstown and those areas.
Okay.
And then it's the airport. People want to.
Oh yeah, that airport is terrible. Yeah.
You want to be able to catch a flight. I mean, if it don't be high-end airport at least upgrade it and fix it in a way that.
But
that
why shouldn't it be a high-end airport?
I mean, it don't have to. It just need the customs and immigration and a nice letting it so bigger flights can come in, and then you could be able to go from here directly to Fort Lauderdale, do your shopping for your business or whatever, person or whatever, and people could come back home and start doing things, because Long Island people are smart people. They have the ways and means, but we just need those infrastructures put in place and just that spark.
Okay, so that's water, airport. What else?
And well, basically those two things, and then after that you could always add in the here and there. Right now.
But those two are high on your bucket list.
Right, and like a government complex, you could go at one stop and do all your business rather than going this settlement to do one thing, and then when you need another piece of paper where you got to ride another 2 miles to do that, it's like it's all scattered out.
Tell me something. What about national insurance? Do they have a decent office for them to for you to conduct business with national insurance?
They have decent office, nice office, fixed up with air conditioning or whatever else in it, right? So what I'm saying.
But I'm told they are in one little cubby hole somewhere down there in I think it's in.
Yeah, the national insurance is great, but it ain't no cubby hole like. So what I'm saying, all the government places should be in one building. So when you go do business,
I understand. One complex.
Yeah, right. Okay.
How about your banking system down there?
Yeah, well, the only bank we have left here is Royal Bank, and right now they what they're doing is encouraging everybody to do business online and stuff like that. So it seems that they're ready to pull out, but I don't know. But if things start to turn around, they could stay. They just need that encouragement, that the airport and water and more people start to move back home, and then the bank could keep a foot here.
All right. Thank you very much, Long Island. And we want you to continue to listen to Straight Talk and to call us when you feel it's necessary.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Q. We are taking our second break. When we come back, we will continue our discussions. This is Straigh Talk Friday. And we want to continue to encourage you to call in and let us know what is on your mind. And we thank you for your participation. This is Straigh Talk. We are coming back. The best tasting roasted peanuts in the whole wide world are Nature's Gifts Roasted Peanuts. Proprietor Derek Sims applies his personal touch by roasting peanuts to perfection. Get your peanuts in light, medium, and dark. Call 431-7710 to place your order. Nature's Gifts Roasted Peanuts on Market Street and Bacardi Road.
Can you imagine being caught in a medical emergency with no help? Massa Assist Medical Air Services Association can come to your rescue by helping your family for a very affordable membership cost. Massa Assist will take care of all your family's emergencies in the Bahamas and abroad. For more information, contact Senior Marketing Executive Lincoln Deal at 422-6166 or 433-6166. Massa Assist for all your emergencies.
LRD Construction has a proven track record as a general building and construction company. Its remarkable team is ready to provide quality and proficient service on projects big or small. LRD Construction can handle large commercial sites, new homes, apartments, condominiums, townhouses, home improvements, renovations, additions, and alterations. Call LRD Construction at 327-3769 or 433-6166. West Winds, Love Beach. That's LRD Construction.
For fast and efficient appraisals of homes, vacant land, and businesses, your choice should be First Choice Appraisal and Real Estate Sales. Contact broker appraiser Gregory Colley for all your real estate sales and appraisals. Call 422-3010. 565-8896 or 341-0582 for listings of vacant land, residential and commercial properties, and all your appraisal needs.
There is only one pharmacy in Nassau that never says no and offers you great service. Doc's Pharmacy in the Ridgeland Mall for all of your pharmaceutical and prescription needs. At Doc's Pharmacy, great service is more than just giving prices. Filling your prescription is easy. Just call 322-3627 today. Doc's Pharmacy in the Ridgeland Mall, Robinson Road. The pharmacy that never says no.
Want to reach your target audience? Advertise here at Global Radio 99.5. We hit the mark every time. This is Straight Talk with Gregory McCauley. Call in and participate at 326-0271 on Global Radio 99.5 FM.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. 326-0271. Our phone lines are open. 326-0271. 326-0272. 326-0272. Or you can WhatsApp or text us at 552-7902. 552-7902. Well, Martin, before we took that break, we were talking briefly. We'll talk about the historic day today. Philip Brave Davis has been sworn in as the new leader of the official opposition, and already Mr. Davis is saying that his party will hold the government's feet to the fire. They're going to hold them to account. But I don't really. Do you think Mr. Brave Davis them are serious? They left the House of Assembly with over 200 plus questions, unanswered questions
refused to answer. Had no interest, no intention of answering the questions. And if you put them back in office, you might have had 600 questions, and they still had no answers for you. But how things change, how people's fortune change. Mr. Davis, who served as the Member of Parliament for Cat Island, Rumpke, and San Salvador, he was the Deputy Prime Minister to Prime Minister Perry Christie. He was the Minister of Public Works and Urban Development. And he had responsibility for BEC and all of the other utilities. So Mr. Davis got at least on that agenda paper in the House of Assembly that are unanswered.
But never mind.
No. But he's talking about keeping feet to the fire and accountability. Well, God moves in mysterious ways. Wonders to perform. And he has left the right man in place in the House of Assembly. And you see the crowning glory today for Mr. Davis at Government House, being sworn in as Her Majesty's leader of the loyal opposition in Parliament, the right man to answer all of the questions. So when he's talking about keeping the feet to the fire on day one, what they need to do is to recall some things. And whenever the forensic audits are complete and the questions are left unanswered, Mr. Davis knows the answer to all of the questions. Every last one. Take it from me. Because he was intimately involved in most of the deals or the contracts that went down to do most of the work that took place.
Well,
he knows.
Well, the first thing he can start off as his official.
He knows
as his official duty today.
Well, let's go to BAMC.
He can don't go to BAMC. Let's go to BPL. BAMC is old news. We can get that. Let's go to BPL. His leader, former leader, said in his presence that before they admit office,
Bravest the man.
They left.
Philip Brave Davis is your man.
They negotiated an agreement to provide liquid petroleum gas to BPL in order to reduce electricity rates. He knows the answer. He can tell us. The current prime minister said he can't find nothing signed. So Brave Davis could tell us didn't he have responsibility for BPL?
Mr. Davis is your man.
All right.
Philip Brave Davis.
So he can tell us
He
what the deal
knows
is.
everything that went down.
And I
He
have a
sat next to the Prime Minister.
Mhm.
And if he wasn't told, he could have peeped across
and look at
see,
the notes. Look at the
and
notes that the
see
PM has.
what he was signing.
Yeah.
Yes. If he didn't see it,
Yeah.
well, he was blind.
All right. There's a text message when we told you, we said, and you know it, that Straight Talk was the only radio show in this country standing up for Dr. Minnis, rocking with Doc, giving a positive message, and giving Doc, while all other stations were railroading him,
They were
cussing him,
bringing
left, right,
him
and
down,
center,
dragging him in
from
the
left,
mud.
right, and center.
That's what they were doing.
We were the only ones.
I hear some praising him right now on ZNS.
Uh-huh.
And I listened to them the months before the general election. The reporters, no, not the reporters, a couple of talk show hosts.
Mm-hmm. In particular, the
They
talk show
called
hosts.
Dr. Minnis
Everything but
the
a child.
dumbest man in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I heard him say that.
Yeah. Let's
Carry
go
on.
to the phone lines. Welcome to Straight Talk. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bishop. Good afternoon, Mr. Martin.
And
Good afternoon,
good afternoon
Nathan
to
and
you.
all who listening. You
Mm.
were very unkind to me yesterday, Bishop, but I forgive you.
I was unkind to you.
Very
If I was
unkind.
unkind to you, I
know you when you got
apologize.
home, because you are a man of God, and I know
Yeah.
you got home.
If
I
I-
know you.
if
you
I-
might have laughed at mischievous laugh and say, "My Lord, I do Berenice."
No, if I did that, you know I love you.
But I love you unconditionally too. But you know, you from the Mystic clan. You married into a good family, so I just do my investigations, eh?
You were investigating me?
Man, I knew you a long time, and your dear wife and everybody, man. And you know, I just know how things go. But
You
listen,
didn't know I was descended from Long Island, though.
yes, but you mean you got to? I got some. You bright to some of the Long Island people, but I have them descendants. You know, I'm from Long Island too. You know, my grandpa and grandma, them rather. Let me leave that out. I called for all
now we
that.
onto something.
See, I called to just say that the Almighty God, He has an excellent sense of humor. People believe that the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram and the Right Honorable Perry Gladstone Christie has been rejected or removed off the scene. God has elevated them both, and also some of the senior politicians who will
Now, when
need
you
to
say-
answer some questions.
When you say they've elevated, Dr. Minnis has been elevated, but where has where has Perry Christie been elevated to go?
Listen, hold on. You listen.
No, that's what I want you to keep. I want
See
to
what
keep
I
following you.
looking. See what I'm speaking about, okay?
Yeah, because see, I
Elder one.
as I'm trying to keep
I
up with you.
respect. Listen, you. If anybody else defend Mr. Minnis, one thing Mr. Minnis could say, leave Berenice Johnson alone. Because I was giving you certain information. Now, the elevation in this is the universal product, the geopolitics of this nation's reputation that has to be addressed. And God, in His own way, relieve Mr. Christie, because you know, with some of the people say, Christie, Ingram, and Co. Right? Okay.
Now you got
so
Davis now.
No, well, Davis will be.
That's still from that law firm.
Davis still is. He's
That's still. I right around the corner from them.
Listen, hold on. See what has happened in this whole situation. That is why when I went and I said, call this meeting with the former governors general, because all our senior officers' names would have been destroyed. And this is a way of getting them out, into elevating them into a council to deal with what is coming. Because the Ernesto Guzman, he was on Miss Russell's show, and he admitted that $16 billion was paid by Russia, okay, to clear Cuban debt, and the monies went missing through cyber, through digital tech, crimes. Okay, this is what I'm speaking to. This is a national. Mr. Minnis is controlling the national politics, but this is a geopolitical thing that the top men, the senior men, must be relieved of these regular activities here in the Bahamas. They were called by God. God allowed this to happen to clear the name, because it has not Sir Lyndon Pinley secured July 10th, 1973, we wouldn't have no passport, you know. Think on that.
That's not true.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. I still have my old British passport. What you mean you don't have no passport?
My apologetics. You know you got some Turks and Caicos Island blood, so.
I still have my passport.
But
you mean you don't have no passport? And in fact, that was better than the one I have because I could have gone to London.
Okay, we have no problem with that. But the point, in fact, is the Bahamian identity. Okay?
All right.
Now the Bahamian identity. So this is nothing. I'm not trying to knock or destroy anybody when I'm speaking. But see, when I speak fast, you all are not kind to me to let me explain, because every Bahamian, they are entitled to a home.
As I said yesterday, Madam Johnson, what we like to do is to engage you, not to let you just carry on.
Yeah, and you flip that dissertation.
And it wasn't. And I believe you probably
that dissertation. That was an undercover, but I had my theses prepared. So therefore,
very clever today.
Our Bahamians is not a part of this. That's why I keep saying our Bahamians are borderline incriminated.
We love you.
And it takes the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram. His hands are clean. And the Right Honorable Perry Gladstone Christie, he is borderline incriminated, but he is an honest man.
Well, I know about that. We got to see.
Yes. No, don't be sarcastic.
No, Bishop, I'm not being sarcastic.
No, Bishop.
I'm being serious about it, because let me tell you something, Bernice. I am very suspicious of a man who for 10 years only declared $2.1 million. I'm very suspicious.
He's an honest man.
I don't know. When Sir Lyndon Pinland said the only person I can swear for is me.
Listen, in Digi Tech, that's what we were investigating.
Yes.
You see the number portability.
Yes.
If your number was to show up somewhere else, and Mrs. Missick, the goodly Mrs. Missick, was to see something, and they switch your head and put it on another man's head.
She'll tell them they are lying on her husband.
Home will be destroyed.
She will tell them that they are lying on her good husband.
She's a little
because she know her husband would not engage in that kind of activity.
But I know, but this is what I'm trying to clarify. That's why I keep saying restoring family bond with financial dignity. It's not only here. This whole infrastructure. The internet infrastructure is accessible all over, so nobody can actually prosecute anybody on e-banking, because the monies can be moved around and everywhere.
Okay.
This is what I'm speaking to. So God elevated them, even though it might appear so. No.
Bring me back home then,
yes,
Ms. Johnson. What do you make of what is going on now with Mr. Dion Smith, the former chairman of BAIC?
Dion Smith, I do believe, man, listen, our police officers, they know what to do. Let me tell you, the best police detection in the entire hemisphere is the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Now, based on they are acting on information received, and they must go through procedure. Again, this is why I said it ought to be dealt with as a reported matter, because it involves politicians. The goodly commissioner and his team will have to go through it in the policing way it has to, based on information and evidence.
One person described what the police has done as Gestapo style. Another describes it as a witch hunt.
No, it's not. It's not. And don't dare tarnish our Royal Bahamas Police Force members from top to bottom. And even I am out of the force. I am still under the command, because the commissioner knows where to come and get me if it is necessary.
Well, you know I'm an officer of the court.
I know, you know too. That even way make it worse. So I have to stay on course. But y'all just throw me off course. Our Bahamians are loving, truthful people. Only if they become fair and they are fearful and
so
they are.
If they bring a search warrant to me, I will execute it and bring it to you.
Now I know where your mind went. You have a blessed weekend. God bless you and Mr. Albee, and you and Mrs. Albee, and Mr. Nathan Roll, and all your
and
family.
you and yours do the same.
God bless you. And then, you know, when I call, sometimes I learn to speak fast because they hang up on me so much time.
Well,
But you know we never hang up on you.
I told
That's
you.
why
I
call
told
back
you.
and I want
I
to
told
help
you.
our people. Pardon?
We would like to engage you, and I'm not going to sit here and allow you to deliver a soliloquy. I'm not going to do that.
We're going to invite you back to come on with us, eh?
I'm not going to do that.
Yes, I have no problem. But the point in fact is, I want my people, especially in the Barrington Grandstand. You know, I tested the young Robinson. You know, he's a good young man.
Good man.
Decent young man.
Good man.
Yes, well, anyhow.
And he had some good young men
Don't say no
around
more.
him.
Don't knock the opposition. Don't knock. This thing is about Bahamian.
Oh, I got to knock them some more.
Oh, we got to put some.
I got to put some more licks on them.
Bishop, you done
We got
win.
to put some licks on
we
Philip Bray
done-
Davis.
We win. We
Because
won. We won.
He left
Now
the
it's about
questions.
addressing the
No,
geopolitics. The
Mr.
World War III
Davis
will not
left
happen.
too many questions unanswered. And he
Listen.
always knew the answer.
Listen,
Left
it's
too many.
all in
He was too blatant,
I
too
will not
blatant.
forgive him for that.
Listen,
Will not.
it's all in technological terror. This is what we trying to cause our people have financial dignity. We can get those things with the partnership of the United States of America Defense Department. That's what the internet was made for. So they know how to critique and how to access all electronic finances.
All
Okay?
right. Have a good
Everybody, y'all have a blessed weekend. Bye.
Thank you very much.
All right.
All right. We're coming up on our final break, and we're going to return to our discussion. And someone just sent me some pictures. Well, we always knew that these dump trucks. So I guess now Mr. Minister of Environment will have some questions to answer, because it is criminal the way these
Ministry of
these
Environmental Health dump trucks.
yes, that were taken over before, as the new government took over, the PLP government. We knew, and in fact, I had intelligence that they were stored on the Cowpen Road in some.
It's a graveyard. That's what they were.
They took this graveyard because they was. It's alleged that they
was stripping
those vehicles
to make others operational. Yes, I heard about
They were
those
cannibalizing them.
I heard about
and
those.
those are government property, and it's shameful. Very shameful.
21 government-owned garbage trucks.
Yes.
In the graveyard.
So we're gonna see some things coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Straight Talk. We're coming back after our final break, and we will continue. This is Straight Talk, and this is Free Talk Friday. Good afternoon. Oh, like getting ready to go. We'll be right back. The best tasting roasted peanuts in the whole wide world are Nature's Gifts roasted peanuts. Proprietor Derek Sims applies his personal touch by roasting peanuts to perfection. Get your peanuts in light, medium, and dark. Call 431-7710 to place your order. Nature's Gifts roasted peanuts on Market Street and Bacardi Road.
Can you imagine being caught in a medical emergency with no help? Massa Assist Medical Air Services Association can come to your rescue by helping your family for a very affordable membership cost. Massa Assist will take care of all your family's emergencies in the Bahamas and abroad. For more information, contact Senior Marketing Executive Lincoln Deal at 422-6166. or 433-6166. Massa Assist for all your emergencies.
LRD Construction has a proven track record as a general building and construction company. Its remarkable team is ready to provide quality and proficient service on projects big or small. LRD Construction can handle large commercial sites, new homes, apartments, condominiums, townhouses, home improvements, renovations, additions, and alterations. Call LRD Construction at 327-3769 or 433-6166. West Winds, Love Beach. That's LRD Construction.
For fast and efficient appraisals of homes, vacant land, and businesses, your choice should be First Choice Appraisal and Real Estate Sales. Contact broker appraiser Gregory Colley for all your real estate sales and appraisals. Call 422-3010. 565-8896 or 341-0582 for listings of vacant land, residential and commercial properties. and all your appraisal needs.
There is only one pharmacy in Nassau that never says no and offers you great service. Doc's Pharmacy in the Ridgeland Mall for all of your pharmaceutical and prescription needs. At Doc's Pharmacy, great service is more than just giving prices. Filling your prescription is easy. Just call 322-3627 today. Doc's Pharmacy in the Ridgeland Mall, Robinson Road. The pharmacy that never says no.
Want to reach your target audience? Advertise here at Global Radio 99.5. We hit the mark every time. This is Straight Talk with Greg McCauley. Call in and participate at 326-0271 on Global Radio 99.5 FM.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Straight Talk, and this is Free Talk Friday. I'm your host, Greg Colley, along with my co-host, Martin Albury, and this is Straight Talk, Global 99.5 FM. I want to just share a note here. The Free National Movement will be having a Thanksgiving service on Sunday, the 21st of May, at 3 p.m. And this service is going to be held at the Cousin McPhee Cathedral on Carmichael Road. And let's repeat that. The Free National Movement is having a Thanksgiving service on Sunday, the 21st of May, 2017 at Cousin McPhee Cathedral. And the service will be held at 3 p.m. The public is invited to attend that Thanksgiving service at Cousin McPhee Cathedral on Carmichael Road at 3 p.m. Martin,
Excuse me.
I have a text here. This text writer says, Amen. All were the only one. God bless you all. One love, brother. Thank you very much. The gentleman asks about the salaries.
Yes.
No, salaries. The deputy speaker receives a salary of $32,000. $32,000 in addition to his salary as a member of parliament, which is $28,000, so that was $60,000. And then there is a constituency allowance of $1,500 a month, or 20, how much is it, 28,000?
Yeah, well, he asked
18,000.
He asked specifically about
So that's 78. I think you had 78,000.
BAIC.
Well, we don't know how much he's receiving as an executive chairman, but that's a paid position, so we need to get that figure.
Yeah. So
but thank you very much, and you see how we appreciate our listeners. They are sending us the information. We want to thank you.
We were
very responsive.
We were well on our way.
Yeah.
I told my friend who called 78,000 for the first two.
Right.
The House of Assembly, Deputy Speaker.
We just need the salary.
How much as executive chairman?
The stipend he
That's
receives.
the one I'm listening to for.
Yeah.
Executive chairman. So you see, you want for nothing because you have allowances along with the salary.
But my friend, that may not be enough to satisfy the lifestyle of
now we're going to get in some problems.
Huh?
That's where you get in big problems.
Yeah.
When it's simply not enough. And it begs the question that people are asking me all the time. How much does a man need to live?
How much is enough?
How much? Nobody could tell me when enough is enough. Can't tell me. Can't get enough money. Can't get enough bread. You never got enough water. Well, what else do you need? You got bread. You have water.
You need some wine to go with that.
That's some money.
You need some wine to go with that.
But how much wine do you need? You want it every minute of the day? Now that's called abuse of wine. You're not only a bibber. You are an abuser. And how much money do you need? When you get everything you need, then you become an abuser. When you eat too much, they say you're
a gluttony. You're a gluttoner.
So you know you have to.
You're practicing gluttony.
Do everything in moderation.
Yes,
that's what you have to do.
This text here says, "Yes, Mr. PM, you're the only talk show was with PM Minutes. Bye, Grab. Your show is powerful." Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. And we only speak the truth. And I could tell you, if Mr. Minnis or Dr. Minnis was doing something awry, illegal, contrary, we would have been the first to tell you about it. We sweeping nothing under the rug, and we ain't hiding nothing from nobody. If you want to know the truth, listen to Straight Talk. This is just the way it is.
And we ain't telling you that like how them other people tell you about ZNS.
Just the way it is.
See, if you don't listen to ZNS, everything else is fake news.
Yes. Well,
we ain't going to that extent.
Well, you keep listening to them, and you'll be out of power. If you listen to them, you will be out of power. The people will pull the rug from under you.
Welcome to Straight Talk. Good afternoon, caller.
Good evening, Rev and Martin Aldridge.
How are you? Happy Friday to you.
Well, happy Friday to you too. Let me just cut you off my internet service here. So I'm a little here we go. No, one question I have in the development of all these beautiful things that went on, and the people who are calling, texting and telling you how great your show served in delivering us. And I agree 100% because I was on board from day one, and thanks to great men like Professor and my stepdaddy Ronald Simpson, Derek Simpson, sorry, and all those guys. One man inspired me through all of this very much, and all of a sudden his voice has disappeared. This is Jeremiah Duncombe's son. Ever since
Jeremiah Duncombe.
Duncombe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since the first thing the PLP had, he sort of changed his mind, and I haven't heard from him since. I mean, is his job over? He's out of the light? Because he had a problem with his church in his efforts.
It's interesting. My colleague and I were just discussing. We were wondering where Mr. Duncombe disappeared to as well.
Yeah.
Of course, Mr. Duncombe. We didn't waver. We held the course, and we were.
Okay.
Mr. Duncombe. He started off with the. What's his group called?
The People's Movement.
The People's Movement. No, you start off. It was
the Gatekeepers.
The Gatekeepers.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there was an attempt to merge the Gatekeepers with the People's Movement.
Yeah.
That didn't go well. Then he went back on his own. There was disagreement there. Then the Gatekeepers started endorsing several candidates. Remember, Mr. Duncombe, Pastor Duncombe had prophesied that Brandon McCartney was going to form the next government.
Right.
Well, you can understand why he's disappeared, because
exactly.
His prediction has not only that Mr. McCartney has not formed a government, Mr. McCartney still is a seatless wanderer.
Oh, amazing. But my part of the whole discussion, where's God in all this? And I was
we have to be careful, because a lot of people say they've been hearing from God.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, we made no such claim here on this show, but we could have claimed that too. Exactly. We made no such claim.
Yeah.
Because we
you allowed people to speak.
Yeah. And so you've been hearing all kind of people. They're hearing people. We have a show on this on this radio station, which is sponsored by a political group called the God's People Party. I've had the leader from that party was trying to woo me to come with them, and it was upset that I didn't come, because he said I'm not coming with God. But I don't go with anybody who say they I think I pray to God for enough wisdom to give me the spiritual discernment to know what is what. and we have to be. The Bible tells you not everybody calling Lord, Lord, Lord will get into heaven.
And my friend,
you have to be very careful of these people who
my
say
friend,
these things. I'm not judging them or anything like that, but I'm just saying, if you are a prophet, a true prophet of God,
the prophecy would come true.
Absolutely.
People will see what is in you come to fruition.
Yeah.
Now, my friend,
yes.
This advice is for me too. Be very careful who you let touch you.
Oh, Lord. Wow.
I leave it just like that.
I went to a church one time. They called me up for prayers, and they got me in a circle. When I got inside the circle, and everybody laid hands on me, and I was so happy about it at the time until somebody said the same thing you're saying to me right now. And right after the experience, I was worried about that for a long time, but I think I'm okay now. But back to this point I'm trying to make about Pastor Duncombe. There were certain voices that inspired me to speak out and call these radio shows and I mean I was just like I'm hearing right now. Nobody wants to see Obi Wilshcombe in any kind of frontline politics again. And there are certain names they're calling. And, every now and then you would get weak because you're only human and say, wow, what if they get back in? That feeling was there all the time. I don't know. I'm pretty certain everybody shared that because we're just human beings. But when I say, God, where we going with this? Or where you lead me at it? You say, stay strong. Just stay strong. Don't worry about Papa and Barnes them quoting how this might go because of demographics and all that kind of stuff and numbers. No, God had this from the beginning. And people like Duncombe's son got me on board with the no vote. I'll even say even your colleagues across the street down at the Radio Garden got me on. KB got me on board big time. Your boy, your ex host over there, got me on board. I was so I say, well, look, I joining hands and going with these guys. Then all of a sudden, somebody made him senator and gave him 2 pieces of meat. And all of a sudden, Perry's a good guy. This is Rodney Monk I'm talking about. Duncombe, he went to the first rally, the thing they have, convention they had, and I read something, I couldn't believe my eyes. And I asked my girlfriend, are we reading the same thing here? And she said, no, he is being sarcastic. I say, no, man, I don't see no sarcasm nowhere in this. And all of a sudden, I never heard from the man again. Mr. Duncombe said, Reverend Duncombe, you owe the country apology or reason for your action, man, because one minute you had us following God, and all of a sudden, who we following? God, the person God don't want. And all the Simeon them and all the Bishop Lawrence and them. My goodness, whose side were they on if they weren't on the side of God?
Let me tell you something. Did you hear how many of them tried to justify and try to spin the latest thing that Mr. Christie said in Exuma when he said, "My God, God, you can't stop me now." They try to even use different tonality. Expression to try to say, well, you didn't hear it right. This is how he meant to say it.
Yes.
But I'm very, very careful when I invoke God in my conversation.
Absolutely.
If you notice, I'm on this show. This is a talk show, not a religious show, and so I don't try to impress and try to force my views on the listeners. Anybody who knows me, I practice what I believe in.
Well, I hear you, boy. So you are so unwavering.
You
from
see me
from the lawyer comment from No More Lawyers, and that was very strong, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus even preached about lawyers.
And I was resolute in that, in my belief in that I think the Bahamas need, if they want a true shift and a true change.
Yes, sir.
We have to change who we have leading us. And it made no sense for us having to have another lawyer not a legal mind lead us, and we see where we are in 50 years later, and going to do the same thing.
And
that's why
my job was to provoke and to speak truth, to bring down, and speak truth to build up.
Well, let me tell you something, and Martin, let me tell you this on my behalf. You know, I always admire your journalistic skills and how you communicate. But you came down on this with such precision, man, and professionalism, like you still are doing right to this minute. And I really admire that. I was entertained by it also, man, because I just sit back, okay, listen what Martin is saying now. And sometimes I used to think you'd be playing devil's advocate, but when I listen to you long, you know,
my friend, exactly our job was simply to speak the truth, to bring down, speak the truth, to build up.
So let me make one complaint to show people that I'm not totally biased. One thing I don't like about Hubert Menace is his first name. I mean, we had all lawyers. You got rid of that. But now we got another Hubert, but that's okay.
Well, they both share the first and second name.
It's Hubert Alexander II.
Oh, Lord of mercy! But
so it's a double whammy for you.
But payment people can't take that much of a change, so let's accept that.
Let me tell you something.
There's a contrast between the two now. Yes. Distinct.
Let me tell you how much different Hubert Menace is. Pinlin, Pindling. How much letters that is?
Pindling, what's that? 7, I think.
No.
That's not like 8 today.
Pindling.
Well, that's 9.
G.
Okay.
Pindling.
8.
Ling.
I don't have a photographic memory.
You stop at 6.
Pind.
Yes.
Ling. How much is that? That's 8.
8, yes.
Ingram.
Yes.
Ingraham.
Oh,
how much is that?
8 again.
8 again.
And minutes?
Christie. Don't go there yet. Christie. Christie. How much is that?
So where are we going with this, Stephen? Where are we going with this? That's 8.
That's the 3 leaders we had, and all had 8 letters in their last name.
And the change.
Minutes. Minnis. How much is that?
6.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
We finished.
Don't you see you have a real change?
We finished with that.
Yes, sir.
That era is over.
You got me into the numbers thing.
And we're talking about the Pinlin, Ingram, and Christie era.
Finish.
Oh my goodness.
Kaput.
I hope so, buddy. And I can feel
Finito.
it. Everybody can feel it. Everybody can feel it.
And 3 8s are 24, right? 2 is what?
1, 2 is 8.
6.
1 2 is 6, my brother. Where you going? So that's Menace?
Yeah. Whoa.
Anyway, let me not go any further.
And 25 years ago, August?
Yes.
Ingram and Menace had the same conversation.
And guess what?
Yes.
Perry lost with 4 votes.
Well, now we're getting even deeper.
Well, yeah, and people said that, nothing to numbers, but for some reason, God placed the 4th chapter of the Bible and call it numbers. Now, Perry lost with 4, and everything about Perry is about 4. Hopefully, God will give him 4 missions through what he put us through. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Appreciate it. All right, 3260271, 3260271, 3260272, 3260272. You can WhatsApp us at 552-7902, 552-7902. We have a call on the line. Welcome, Straigh Talk. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
You remember that some years ago with in the Everglades, they had this big snake, the anaconda. He had his regular food, but he wanted more, and he ate the alligator.
Now that was a python.
A big anaconda.
That was a python.
A python, and it exploded.
Yeah, because
he didn't have enough, so he ate his regular food.
He was too greedy.
You know what I'm talking about.
Greedy.
Now, it's another thing. Is this the same German belief that told Mr. Duncan, come, let's go. Told Mr. Cash, come, you can go there. Let's go. Is this the same German police? We're locking up some of these fellas now?
I believe so. They're still members of the Royal Bahamas
Yeah.
Police Force.
You know, the Zeppo.
Yes, the
They're
same
the same
ones.
police, eh?
That's the same people, yes.
Oh, and another thing, I hope that QC has some good walking shoes because look like he be from the courthouse to the cell.
The QC, which one you talking about?
You know which one?
The one who's talking now?
The one who the one who say kiss my back.
Yeah, that's the one who's talking a lot now.
Yeah. I hope he got some good shoes because look like he have a lot of cases.
Yeah, well, he was the lawyer for them even into the election.
He was
a government lawyer.
He was a consultant to the government.
Right. Oh, that's he getting a lot of.
So we had to find out whether he was getting paid for that.
He's doing a specific job. He's doing that free of these.
Free? No, which
That's
lawyer?
what they tell us.
Only one job a year. Lawyers are allowed to do pro bono.
Yeah, that's right. You know. You study law. Have a good one. You study law.
Take it easy, my
Yes, I
brother.
did. Thank you very much. 3260271. 3260271. 3260272. 3260272. 552-7902. 552-7902. We only have a couple more minutes
The
left.
question was Wayne Monroe, attorney Wayne Monroe QC, a political appointee for the government, even though he's a legal consultant? That job came almost, less than a year before the end of their term. Remember, he was the lawyer for the Police Staff Association against the government in their overtime pay dispute.
He was the government for the police, or he was the government?
He was
for police.
the
I mean,
lawyer
he was the
for
lawyer for
the
the
Police
government.
Staff Association in the Supreme Court against the government of the Bahamas.
And was he the same lawyer who advised the
He was the
police,
lawyer.
the government, not to pay them?
He was the lawyer for the number boys
Yeah.
in their court cases against the government. He has been working two sides against the middle from day one. Two sides against the middle.
You're not suggesting that our
I am
QC
just
is
suggesting that
unethical?
he is a QC.
Quite contrary.
That's all I'm suggesting.
Quite contrary.
That the Queen's Counsel, Attorney Wayne Monroe, has been working for and on behalf of the government and against, because he's a lawyer. He's a consultant now, and I'm trying to figure out if somebody could tell me whether Mr. Monroe was working for the Attorney General's office or the office of the Prime Minister. And then we could make a determination as to whether it was a political contract that he had, how much he was being paid to do this legal work.
Because it appeared like anybody
And-
who had a problem with the government side, he was representing them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And as I said, in the earlier days, he was working against the government for other government agencies. Now,
So you know whether he was in or out.
you couldn't tell because he always had something to say about both sides.
He's a very smart
He
man.
was a cunning man.
Yeah.
And he provided a lot of entertainment too, to say the least. Because if you wanted to hear the other side and some unorthodoxy or something that was bordering on crazy, then he asked Wayne Monroe the question. And he was sure to give you some fodder.
And you were never disappointed.
And true to form. True to form. And I love how the good Dame Joan Sawyer, said he was nonsensical in most of his pronouncements. But he was given legal advice to the government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And Attorney Wayne Monroe QC You're going to have to tell us, my brother, whether you were a political appointee or not, and whether you have followed the advice of Mr. Algernon Patrick Sidney Allen and Madam Cynthia Mother Pratt, and gone before the new Attorney General or the new Prime Minister. I have to tell you, so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are completely out of time. We want to thank you for your telephone calls, your text messages, and for joining us on Facebook. We want to welcome all our Facebook audience, those on the internet. We want to thank you. We want to say thank you to our sponsors. Today's show has been brought to you by Doc's Pharmacy, by Master Assist, by Nature's Gifts, Fresh Roasted Peanuts, by Sammy's Chicken, by First Choice Appraisals and Sales, and by Geneva Brass Seafood, located Eden Street off Farrington Road. On behalf of our producer and engineer, Nathan, and my co-host, Matt Norbury, this is your host, Greg Colley. Good afternoon. Have a safe weekend, and remember to attend the church of your choice. And if you don't have one, we'd welcome you at First Holiness
Bamboo
Church of
Town.
God, Bamboo Town.
See you on Sunday.
Good afternoon.